Hi, it's me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. Good morning, everybody. How are you? We are going to get right into this because I want to build a BFR, which is SpaceX's big Falcon rocket. How is it this morning for you? Is your face ready for this? Is my face ready? Yes, my face is ready. We're going to do this as quick as possible because I want this to be a nice, concise build, fly, land, gorgeous little, you know, just a little fun time for those of us on the internet. Boom, we're just gonna knock this baby out as quick as I can. Kind of like almost a speed build because now I've done this, I don't want to say how many times, a handful of times, so I have an idea of what makes this baby go. And the answer is always good stuff makes it go. And the good stuff is RP1. No, Methalox. Why do I always stream when you're in school? Because I call your friends and parents and say, hey, what time is Tyler going to be in school? And they tell me, and then I'm like, that's when I'm going to stream. It's all like a weird personal vendetta, actually. I don't know why I do it. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of part clipping here. Just so it doesn't show up in the... I don't want it to like pop out of this. I don't really... There we go. You know what I mean? I just want it to be clean. This way we have enough Delta V to do everything. Falcon Heavy's not taking off on Halloween. Not even close. On Halloween? You're like... you're 2 months off at best. I'm very sorry to say. Have I ever been to space? Nope. And also Kung Fu over in our Discord channel. Of course I'm going to make sure the butt-to-butt works this time. That's going to be our primary concern, is making sure that our butt-to-butt refueling procedure, same as the ITS, is valid and actually able to work. So I also want to make sure we're not going to be... Oops, that looks dumb. I'm going to... No, come on, no. No. Let me grab onto this again. Maybe, if it'll let me. Probably won't let me. There we go. Can this go? Ugh. Alright, one click this way, one click that way. Just want to make sure it's not outside of the vehicle. Okay, there we go. That looks better. Tuck it away. Nice and clean. Am I a rocket engineer? Absolutely I am. Of course I am totally a rocket engineer. I got hired by these certain race of people called Kerbals to build them dangerous vehicles that are awful. And that's about the length of my Kerbal, or of my engineering abilities, to make rockets that maybe don't kill everybody. No promises, though. And guys, last time we realized our landing legs were far too weak. We're gonna see, as long as these are strutted. And I think these are strutted by default, right? Yeah. And we're gonna do this too. That's gonna go to the root part because I don't want it to get Jim-jammy. Thanks, Tina. Can you land this on the moon? Absolutely. This thing can land anywhere, just like SpaceX's BFR. Capable of anywhere. Ideally, it'd be really cool if we got the Delta V parameters right to make it so like it couldn't make it to the moon without refueling. Or at least make it to the moon and back without refueling. And we might be close. Before I get any further with this, I am going to make sure these landing gear can survive because the other ones couldn't. We're going to overwrite our old file. Our other landing gear were as fragile as they were as fragile as 6 babies touching a panda. Look at that, guys. I think we have landing gear that may actually function. So I'm going to just double check that they'll survive. A little bit of a, you know, do kind of a hover test. We're doing like a Dragonfly or Falcon Dev 1 test here. Oh yeah. Let's come down fairly hard at like 4 or 5 meters per second. There we go, 5. Hey, these landing gear will work great. Let's try a little bit faster. Last time, I was dinking around with this last night because I couldn't sleep because all I cared about was this. Don't do that, guys. Stay in school. Yeah, unfortunately, like I was just breaking landing gear off willy-nilly. And this seems to be much better already. Like that. That was all that was happening regardless. So I wonder if there's a good way to... I wonder if it's because it's clipping through the through that thing, but at least it can handle 5 meters per second. Alright. That looks good to me. Sebastian, good question. Sebastian asks when I'm going to start my next informative video today. I'm going to live stream this real quick this morning, and then we over in the Discord channel are going to be cranking out some hot facts talking about the feasibility of BFR actually used as a point-to-point transportation system here on Earth. It's going to be crazy. We're going to kind of compare it to... We're going to compare it to the Concorde and to the standard model of airline transportation and talk about some of the challenges, engineering and otherwise. Yeah, it's going to be great. Put my music on iTunes. I will someday. Once I want a nice, concise album. I don't really have an... The songs are all over the place right now. We'll wait until we have, like, you know, something a little more coherent, we'll say. I'm doing this because we need... I learned last night we really need more thrustability. Of course. To be able to pitch up. Get that pitch up maneuver to work. Flaps are protruding too much. They are, but look, they aren't clipping into this part. So what I think is going to happen, I'm going to go butt to butt, but I'm going to go wing here, so that the flaps don't interfere with each other, and we should be fine. My friend who's in mission control at Johnson Space Center just texted me this morning, like right before I got on live stream. He must have saw that I was going live and goes, "Hey, you know where BFR came from, right?" And I go, "Well, I thought it was actually a reference to Quake, you know, the BFG, the big gun, big frickin' gun." I assumed that's the first time it had kind of been used at all, and he actually said just now, it's a nod to the Quake gun, yep, and a leadership class of his used it in a presentation at NASA headquarters in 2011. Pretty sure some of his former classmates now work at SpaceX. That's hilarious. So it first saw the light of day at a presentation at NASA in 2011. That's funny. I did not know that. Thank you, David. David actually graduated with me, and he is a literal NASA rock star. Hello from Germany, and John Alice, how you doing? We're going to just make sure this thing has plenty of thrusters this time to be able to do what it needs to do for maneuvering. Because it doesn't have much aerodynamic maneuverability. So we got to make sure it's got plenty of, plenty of maneuverability using thrusters and thrusters alone. So I'm also going to do some of this to make sure we can dock. So those are going to be our, hey, slow down docking ports. Or, I mean, not docking ports, docking thrusters. And these are going to be our, hey, speed up docking thrusters. It is a lot of thrusters, but this thing's big and heavy. And this is Vanilla's Kerbal Space Center Space Program, except for we have, of course, Kerbal Engineering readouts up here, which gives us our readouts. We also are going to be maybe using one other mod called Kerbal Reusability Pack, which is an awesome SpaceX style landing gear and SpaceX style grid fins. We're probably just going to use the grid fins just because they are so freaking cool. I can't get over them. Okay, so we got those action grouped. Now we just need, we're going to do the solar panels real quick. Then we got to get into the part that I hate doing, which I still don't quite have a good way of doing it, and you guys are going to have to help me out again for the 1000th time. I want to make a clean way to get those landing gear going. Yeah, last night we were able to land on the VAB without landing legs because the landing legs were just breaking off no matter what, so we had to bring it down gently on the fuselage. Not preferred. Definitely not preferred. You know, oopsies. Hey, get back in. Where'd you come from? No, I'm scared. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I gotta action group these to 5 because that's what I used to do. 5, 5, 5. You guys are all 5s. And then we're going to make opening the door 6. Okay. We're gonna push this in here. And maybe push it up so it doesn't accidentally run into the engine bay. Okay. We now have our BFR all done. SpaceX will be using landing gear on the ship portion. Okay, this is now our parent part. Okay, now we're going to take the entire craft as a subassembly. BFR. Attach me. I have so many different things. As if that's not going to be confusing. And then what we need to do is probably reroute back to the thing. Right? Or do we not need to do this yet? Get rid of this. BFR, attach me. Yes. There we go. That's going to be the cleanest one I've done. And we're going to keep it that way. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I feel like this might be our cleanest one yet. Look at that. Okay, before we get too far, let's make sure it can undock cleanly. I was having problems with that last time. I'm going to tell all these to enable staging and just see if we can make sure we can take off and have a clean separation. Then we might as well try and land it real quick and make sure we can do that before we get any further. That panel gap is annoying, but I want to make sure we can dock. Alright, here we go guys. Let's just give this a little test. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hip, hip. Clean. Nothing breaking. Nothing breaking. Get these landing gear out here. Just gonna go ahead and point this like this. Try it again. At least the landing gear doesn't break. We actually have resilient landing gear. I'm gonna try and get that. Oh yeah, I'm still pointing radio. I was like, what is going on? This thing controls horribly. Okay. Here we go. And this thing's full of fuel too, so that's a good thing. That means we actually might be able to control this thing. No, we want to go down, not up. We definitely want to go down. We have a lot of... This thing controls really well, actually, with all these thrusters now. Engine gimbal going nuts. There we go. Okay, we can land this thing. We can land this thing. Okay, I like it. And as is tradition, we better do our victory cartwheel. little heavier and slower than I'm used to. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Alright. We have a clean and very tasty upper stage with the right amount of delta V to do what it needs to do in the world, and hopefully enough ability to dock. That's okay. Those landing gears sticking out a little bit, but I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. Okay, and we're just gonna clip this in just so we have a little extra. Oh, the only thing that stinks about this is I'm gonna have to make sure and click on both of those now when we need to control it. And I know this is going to be out of proportion, so don't scream at me, Dad. But this is what we're gonna do here. This is gonna be the booster stage. It's gonna be a little longer than normal, but we definitely just need the extra delta V to be able to even consider a landing. We're gonna gimbal these down a little bit. Okay, now we gotta make sure these are actually in the right group. This guy, these guys. This is in real life. This is the one that won't have legs. I'm tempted to put legs on it because we're not going to be landing ourselves back on launch clamps anytime soon. I might do that. I know it's not very BFR, but we're not necessarily trying to build a replica BFR. We're more just trying to like illustrate, you know, how it works. We're just gonna tuck those in there. Beautiful. And then, oh, this is very tall. And there we go, 2,600 meters per second. That's fantastic, because we're gonna need a lot of that to help recover this stage. Otherwise, she's not gonna be recoverable. A little bit of battery power. We have Kung Fu Fat Bear asking what payload we're going to use. I think we're going to stick a fuel tank up in the cargo bay, actually, as a test bed for maybe like a satellite launch. Do we want to do? I can add these beautiful things, but they aren't stock. These wonderful grid fins. I'm really tempted to, but I'm also tempted not to. We're doing air brakes. Mostly just because I want it to look clean. I'm going to do 6, though. That looks much cleaner, doesn't it? I wish there was an action group to be able to invert control surfaces, but you can't. And that's an utter shame. Alright, you guys ready for this? I think I am. Introducing the BFR version 3. Slimmer than it should be. Much slimmer than it should be, with only 5 engines instead of 31. How's this gonna work out? What are you guys' predictions? 3, 2, 1, hip hip. So we have a lot of delta V in that upper stage. And what's gonna happen is I'm going to really just let this thing go very vertical, so we don't have to scrub off as much horizontal velocity. So, remind me, I always thought it was like, you can't change to a craft that is in the atmosphere. Is it that you can't change out of a craft while you're in the atmosphere? If you guys could help me out. Thank you very much, YGR3KU. What's a trajectory mod? That is Kerbal Engineering Redux. Most people, me included, I almost don't consider Kerbal Engineer. I don't consider that a mod because it's quite frankly almost necessary to play the game. Why do I say hip hip? Some things you'll never know, me included. So you have to be within physical distance 2.5. But then say if both vehicles are out of the atmosphere, I can definitely switch to them. Yesterday I was able to pop back into the one while it was in the atmosphere. So as long as if the vehicle you're in must be out of the atmosphere in order to switch into the one that is in the atmosphere, I think. Like I said, we are doing a very slow, very inefficient gravity turn. But luckily our upper stage has a lot of delta V, so it will be able to make up for it. There we go. We applied a lot more into our vertical velocity this time. 400. We're going to quick save here, so we can hopefully catch that if we need to. Oh, there we go. This has 2 minutes to catch. Alright, we are going to go ahead and flip this baby right around. Right round, baby. Right round. That should get us back over land. That'll be fine. Okay, now we got to switch back to this. Make sure this baby is continuing on into space as promised. Okay. Like I said, the main thing right now, I want to just be able to catch this thing, so I am going to make sure that we're staying far, far, far away, and we are going to have to catch this baby at apoapsis, basically. So we're going to make sure our time to apoapsis on this ship is very high, and then be able to catch this in time. So we're going to need more than like 2 or 3 minutes, I think. Stop. Quick save. Catch this. We have plenty of time to catch it, so I'm not too worried about it. Uh-oh. We don't have a lot of delta V in this stage, though. That makes me a little nervous. This is going to have to be a fairly smooth landing. Also, we are a ways beyond. We wasted a little bit of extra delta V. I'm going to cancel out that velocity. Might as well. I don't want to land on people's houses in and or around the Orlando area. Alright, now we just see if we have what it takes to land this baby. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go like this so we have a little more wiggle room. Actually, you know what? We're doing a one engine landing burn here for sure. See, I don't like that we can't really steer with these things very much with the air brakes, but they do a good job of slowing us down at least, which will make this landing a lot easier. Oh, I just realized I was looking at the wrong thing. Good thing we have extra engines. Oh, baby. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Crap. Well, that happened. And gear out. Okay, whoops. Oh, wrong button. I didn't mean to click that button. Come on. Come on. Literally hit the wrong button at the very last second. Mashed potato mashed it. Potato fingers. Crap. Alright, luckily our quick save's right here near the end. Alright. We have to keep that for sure. 3, 2, 1. Suicide burn. Major suicide burn without landing legs. Okay, nope. Bad. Too late on that. I'm a dum-dum. Well. Well, we landed. Okay, we're gonna just work on landing and circularizing and doing all that stuff with our ship, which hopefully it's out here somewhere. And we're gonna land this, and then we're going to work on maybe trying to do a rendezvous. And I think if we land back at Kerbal Space Center, I just scrubbed off too much velocity. It gave it too much velocity on our boost back burn. We ended up overshooting Kerbal Space Center. Interesting. We only have 628 meters per second of delta V left over. I was not paying any attention. Oh, we do have to... I know. Also, we have to get rid of our payload. So let's go out here to Apoapsis. We'll deliver our payload. Let's get these babies going. Because, yeah, girl. Circularize. Get this thing into something of an orbit. Alright, good enough. 200 by 250, or 250 by 320, good enough. I don't care. We just want to make sure we deliver this thing. I want that SpaceX. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a quick save right here. And we're going to deliver this payload now. Back up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now we have a cool screenshot for later. So now we have 613 meters per second. I am very nervous about that. I am basically crapping my pants. We're going to have to do a lot of aero braking, and we're going to have to do it early. I'm totally going to be guessing here. Okay. I don't know if this iteration will have enough delta V to do what we wanted it to do. Okay, 100. We're gonna really have to get this down to like it's right over Kerbal Space Center. That's interesting. 20 or so. I'm totally guessing here. We're gonna quick save right here. Oops, I should have done an alternate quick save in case we burned off too much. Alright. Yep, get your pitchforks ready, folks. This is a Macintosh. I just like to be difficult for gamers and game with a Mac. I used to build PCs. I've built 3 PCs, I think, before when I would do video editing and stuff. Let's get those solar panels in, shall we? But now I don't. Okay, 150 on this guy. We're going to pin that. And then we want this other guy, 150. Pin that. Okay. Oh, we're going to fall short. We're going to fall very, very, very short. Let's try to extend our glide range as much as humanly possible right now. $10 you get 10 chances. So if you're already a Patreon supporter, congrats. You have a chance to win. You have a chance to win a piece of flown Space Shuttle Discovery with my signature on it and a copy of the checkout actually from NASA, which is pretty sweet. Do that. We're gonna fall short here, guys. Dang it. I was nervous about... Shoot, I scrubbed off too much. That surprises me. Thanks, Toby. I really appreciate that. I really do. Sad music to match. Yeah. This is probably the saddest song I've written. By the way, those beeps and the beep in the background is actually Sputnik. If you hear the constant... I wrote the song to the tempo of the beeps of Sputnik. that bong in the background, that is Sputnik. So that's why this song is called Sputnik. And then it's written in the same key as Sputnik's beeps. Well, we're going to test our landing procedure anyway. So one of the big things is we have to keep our velocity up. We can't scrub off too much velocity. We're going to try and do a soft splashdown this time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a relaunch from the ground and try to get one clean flight so that we can, so that can be the one we post. We're like, see, we did it on our first try, right? Right? Right, guys? Yeah. Okay. Gear out. This is sad. I feel sad right now. Our beautiful first BFR spaceship coming in for an unsurvivable splashdown. Let's get those thrusters ready. For some reason, this feels like Interstellar to me. Is anyone else crying right now? I am. I want to do this the flip procedure as late as possible. Although, wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to do it now. Reverse the authority. Oh no, we just want to go butt first. Hey, this is about right. Suicide burn. 3, 2, 1. Oh, well. There we go, guys. It's the best we can do for now. Alright, we are back and we are loading up a fresh slate BFR, and here it is on the launch pad. What a beautiful beast. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. Okay, we want to flip this baby around right away. Scrub out as much delta V as we can. The horizontal velocity, that is. I'm gonna do a quick save right here. Okay. Now we're going to see where we end up at. This should be... So this was with exactly 300 meters per second left over. We are coming in right on top of Kerbal Space Center this time, guys. I think. Let's see where we land. Oh yeah, this is feeling good. This is feeling real good. Hopefully we're not going to be short. I just want to land on land. I don't want to splash down. And I think we're going to do just exactly landing on land. I'm going to do a real quick... I'm just going to hold the brakes on. I'm going to do an alternate quick save. This would be BFR KSC landing 1. Okay. There we go, guys. Perfect. Oh yeah, this is going to be about right. Thanks, Emma. Oh, we might still have given ourselves just a little bit too much westward velocity, but this should be fine. We're also going to lower the gimbal amount on this guy. How much delta V did we have last time when we were trying to land? Why is the runway blown up? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Or 3, 2, 1. Suicide burn. And 0 velocity. Crap. Hey, but look at that. Does this count? Does this count? SAS is off. What do you guys think? That had the crush core landing written all over it. Whatever. We missed it. We missed it. I'm terrible. See, I told you I'm not a good Kerbal photographer. Now you guys know. And I'm embarrassed. I can't go home. Oh wait. All right, so let's get a nice clean landing in back at Kennedy Space Center. Let's do a quick save here. We have a lot more delta V this time than last time. Re-entry burn. So I'm going to do something like 20... From where we're at... Oh, I never know how to do this. Alright. Let's land this thing. I may have given it a little bit too much spice. Let's close up shop here. What do I think of Blue Origin? Dude, Blue Origin is awesome. I'm super stoked about them. I'm a total pro space guy. I'm still a huge fan of SLS, even though I don't think it's at all the best use of our money, to be honest. But I'm still a fan of it. I mean, if I can see that baby fly, that'd be great. Look at this, guys. We didn't bleed off enough energy this time. Dang it. This is not what I had in mind. Come on. Come on. Oh, this might be crazy enough to work. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let's fire up this engine real quick. Maybe not. Maybe we don't even need to. Oh my gosh. Gamer Xbox, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, look at this. This worked out perfect. Okay, we are going to do a quick save right here because this might actually be our chance. I didn't think we were going to stop at all. I did not think this was going to work out, guys. We are coming in hot and spicy, and I love it. We better do our flip maneuver, huh? Oh, don't stall out on me now. You are flipping. Come on. Come on. Engine first. Engine first. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Get some composure. Imagine looking out your window at work and just seeing a spaceship land right next to where you work. Because that's what's happening. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. No. I'm making a mess. We can do this so easy. We got this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, is that beautiful? Is that beautiful or what? Oh, baby. Oh, we better get a screenshot of that with the flag. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, it looks like a BFR is achievable. And actually using all stock parts, we were able to recover the first and second stage. First stage, we got a little work to do. But I'm feeling really, really good about this. Make sure and subscribe so you know when we do the rendezvous, the butt-to-butt docking, when we do a moon mission, and when we do a Duna mission using our new BFR system. I will have the link to download this craft file in the description below. And make sure and join us. If you're a Patreon supporter, join us in our Discord channel and chat with us and help me script as I work on my new videos. Make sure and check out my web store, everydayastronaut.com, where you can find shirts, hats, mugs, prints, lots of other fun stuff. Yeah, that does it for me. I'm Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, bringing space down to Earth for everyday people.